Make y the subject, so we need to get rid of the square root by squaring, so y squared equals ay squared plus n. We need to have all the y's together, so I'm going to subtract ay squared, y squared subtract ay squared equals n. Then factorise out y squared, leaves me with 1 minus a. Then I can divide by that bracket. And the final step, opposite of squaring, is to square root. So y equals the square root of n over 1 minus a. Need to do FOIL. Squaring is multiplied by itself. 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. 5 by negative root x is negative 5 root x. Negative root x multiplied by 5 is another negative 5 root x. Negative root x multiplied by negative root x. Negative multiplied by negative is positive, and root x multiplied by root x gives me a whole x. So I've got two parts with no square root, which is the 25 plus x. And I've got two root x terms, so negative 5 subtract 5 is negative 10 root x. And I'm told this is going to equal y minus 20 root 2. Now I'm going to compare the root parts. So I've got negative 10 root x equals negative 20 root 2. So to find out x, I'm going to divide by negative 10. So root x equals 2 root 2. And the opposite of square rooting is to square. So I get x equals 8. Then I can compare the parts without a square root. So 25 plus x must equal y. And now I know that x is 8. 25 plus 8 is 33. Easy way to check. If x is root 8, let's put this in the calculator. 5 subtract root 8 squared equals 33 minus 20 root 2. It worked. Square root of x is x to the power 1/2. So we're going to do 9 multiplied by 10 to the 2m to the power 1/2. We can split this up, so we're going to do 9 to the power 1/2 multiplied by 10 to the 2m to the 1/2. 9 to the 1/2 we can do on the calculator, we might already know, is 3. Power to a power we multiply, so 2m multiplied by 1/2 is a single m. So it's 3 multiplied by 10 to the m. Y to the power 3 over 2 is y to the power 1/2, then to the power 3. Now y is the same as our old x, so we know what y to the 1/2 is. It's our previous answer, so we've just got to do 3 times 10 to the m raised to the power 3. And again we can split it up. 3 to the 3 multiplied by 10m to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 is 27. Power to a power we multiply. M multiplied by 3 is 3m. Problem is this isn't in standard form. We need to divide the 27 by 10 to make it 2.7, which is the correct situation for standard form. If we divide this number by 10, we need to multiply this one by 10, so we're going to add 1. 2.7 multiplied by 10 to the 3m plus 1.